Call this meeting to order. The May 22nd, 2025 City of Friendswood Planning and Zoning Commission regular meeting is now called to order. We'll start with communications from the public. In order to comply with provisions of the Open Meetings Act, the Commission may not deliberate on subjects discussed under this agenda item. However, the Commission may direct such subjects to be placed on a later regular Commission agenda for discussion and or possible action. Is there anyone from the public that would like to speak at this time? No? Next is our consent agenda. These items are considered routine or ministerial in nature and will be enacted with one motion. There will be no separate discussion of items unless a commissioner so requests, in which case the item would be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. Item A, consider approving the minutes of the regular meeting held Thursday, April 10th, 2025. And item B, consider approving the replat of Industry Park, Friendswood Reserves, E and F, located at 4472, 4480, and 448 FM 2351. Do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I move to approve.
Okay.
I'll second.
Downs and Rise. We have a motion, a second. All in favor? Sorry about that.
Is that a four?
Yep.
It's technically
Motion passes.
Kill the precious 15 seconds there.
I know.
Travis is gonna have it.
Travis got me. Next is communications. Item A, receive an update regarding planning subcommittee and ordinance subcommittee assignments. Becky?
Yes, sir. So we have two standing subcommittees within the commission. We have the planning subcommittee that kind of focuses on comprehensive plan, future land use map. I think you guys are good. You're probably going to start getting utilized a little more now that we've got some grant money to work on that comp plan. So that is Travis, Brian, and Marcus. And then the ordinance subcommittee is revision of subdivision ordinance, zoning ordinance. And we also kind of look at parking and signs, things like that. But that is Willie and Marcia, and then Stacy Phillips is gonna fill in the open position. So we'll start pushing those meetings out as well.
Okay. Next, item B, announcement of the Planning and Zoning Commission regular meetings for Thursday, June 12th, 2025, and Thursday, June 26th, 2025. Item C, receive the April 2025 DRC report. Becky, it's in our backup material, but anything in particular you want to mention?
Nope, if you have any questions, just let me know.
Okay. And next, City Council updates from your liaison. Councilmember Trish Hanks.
Good evening. We're going through this fast. First off, I want to thank Tom Hinckley for stepping up to run for City Council. It is not an easy thing to volunteer for a committee and show up and do the reading, as all of you do as volunteers every year as appointed people. But then to put yourself out there for an election for the whole community when most of the community really is just busy running their own lives, and they're not really, they kind of take for granted that everything rocks along and smoothly. And so it's tough. You know, I've been there before, and it's tough. And you know, it's so tough that I think most people don't do it. So thank you very much, Tom, for doing that. You did it with grace. You ran a great, classy campaign. I was proud to support you. And thank you for doing that. And the nice thing is that you get to remain on P&Z, so we get to have the benefit of your expertise and your leadership and your service in this realm. So thank you very much. So it seems a while since y'all have met, and so I was trying to think, what have we done, you know, specific to planning and zoning? And most recently, City Council did approve the recommendations that you all made. We approved them without any changes, and so one had to do with the signage that would be temporary or for temporary events, so we approved that. We also approved the screening, changes to the screening and giving y'all more latitude to be able to use what you thought was just best practices or good sense. You know, so if a person came to you and they asked for some variances of that ordinance, if y'all thought, yeah, this makes sense, to give y'all the authority to go ahead and make that recommendation. And then the last thing that I think we've approved had to do with the term of service. So we did go ahead and stagger that one position so that we could have just better representation and not have so many of you leave at 1 year and have that void. So can you think of anything else? Becky or Karen, can you think of anything? Do y'all have any questions of me?
No, thank you.
No? Okay, thank you.
Appreciate it, Trish.
You bet.
Okay, next we will continue with communications and comments from our commissioners. Commissioner Anderson.
No comments, I just appreciate all the updates, especially city council meetings.
Commissioner Bounds.
Ditto.
Okay. Commissioner Rice.
Nothing to report.
Commissioner Mann.
Happy to be here.
Okay. Mine. Thank you, Trish. It was an honor to run. It won't be the last, so we'll see that again. But I am glad to be here with you guys, and I enjoy our team. So, with that, anything else for you, Becky? Okay. And Karen? Okay. And with that, thank you everyone for attending this evening, and the May 22nd, 2025 Planning Zoning Commission regular meeting is now adjourned.